Well, good afternoon, ACA families and our Griffin tribe. This is Craig Sims, the Executive Director of Schools for Arlington Classics Academy. And I'm reaching out to you today to give you some input and some information on the rollout of our continuing education plan and for remote learning while you guys are at home with your families. First, let me just tell you that our main objective is your safety and your health. So we again encourage you to continue to follow those health department guidelines just as we continue to send that information out. Know that your principals, your teachers, and everyone involved are trying to do the same and stay safe. From this day forward, teachers will be working remotely from home to help support you and your students. And today, sometime today, you'll be receiving information about how to contact those teachers and what you can do to begin helping support that at-home instruction through our remote instruction. Now, as we said before, our teachers are going to remain the leaders and stay at the helm of directing your child's learning. They are the ones who know the most, who know exactly what your students need next, and that's what they're planning for. We're just going to have to do it in a different way, and it's going to take a lot of patience, it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of energy, effort, and especially collaboration and cooperation. And that's where ACA shines, because we've been cooperating as co-educators of your children with you. That's part of our whole objective and mission as a school. So as we go into this continuity of learning through remote learning, just know that we're in it together and we're here to help you out. Our families, our staff are also dealing with the same things you're dealing with. We just need to keep the communication lines open and we will work with you. So let's talk about what that education plan kind of looks like. So you'll be receiving communication from your teachers based on the grade level. So depending on the grade level, there's different levels of executive function that we're going to expect from your students. So obviously in the lower grade levels, K1 and those of that nature, there's going to be more adult support needed. And as you get up into the higher grade levels, like grade 7 and 8, those students are more self-directed and already taking control of their own learning to a great extent. And so we'll continue that type of approach. Your teachers will be sending you a lot of information. Please don't let it overwhelm you. It's a resource for you. We're here to help you navigate all of that information, and we're here to work together on that. So our plan is basically in 3 tiers, if you will. Our first tier we're calling a focus or priority, and in a lot of ways that's going to be the basic minimum that's going to be expected if you're able to provide that much support, that you're able to work on those focus objectives and what we're referring to as the minimum. Now, that is based on your ability for your family situation. And then for some of you who have more freedom, more adult supervision and involvement to support these students at home, we have what we're calling a Tier 2. Tier 2 would be a basic line of instruction based on ACA scope and sequence, resources to support electives and specials involved. All of that's included in Tier 2. If you have the resources, the time, energy, and effort to be able to move into Tier 2, those resources are there to help you enrich your students' learning. And then as we go further in time and as we look ahead, if we are having to stay closed longer, we will be also including a Tier 3, which would be further enrichment opportunities for your students. And so all of that will be coming to you so that you have this menu of options that you can use at home to keep your child's learning moving forward. So as you begin to receive those communications from teachers, it will include ways for you to contact the teachers personally, how to reach out to them via email, how to reach out to them if you need face-to-face help. It may not be able to come exactly from that teacher, but we will get you the support you need. The campuses are currently staffed to a very minimum level, but they are staffed. We want you to be able to make phone calls to the campus and email those people as well to get the support that you need. So when in doubt, you can call the campus and get more information. If you need resources, packets, textbooks, anything that the teacher is asking you to get, we have people at the campus to help coordinate that. We have a system in each campus, so you'll request it through your teacher. The teacher will get with the campus to get it ready for you, and you'll be notified when to pick that up. If you need a Chromebook or technology device, we'll ask you to contact the campus. They have those available for you to check out. Based on our survey, we have enough devices to check those out to students. Just always make sure that you're monitoring your student when they're on the internet, when they're at home. And then if your child receives any services, response to intervention services, reading and math intervention, 504, special education, English language learner, all of those services will still be provided. It will just be provided in a different way. So we'll just ask you to be patient as we try to figure out how to make those accommodations for the remote learning, but we are actively working on that. As the information rolls out from teachers, please don't let it overwhelm you or your student. You are in the driver's seat and allowing your student to do as much work as they want to do and you want to push them to do, or if you need to scale back to that minimum or priority or focus objective, that tier 1 objective that's in that communication, then you can do that as well. There are other questions coming in that we're just right now focusing on the instructional piece, and we will be getting back with you very soon about your other questions. Things like field trips, whether or not we're going to be closed any longer, H&H refunds, all of those things we are actively working on. We're just making the instructional piece a priority, and as your students learn, we will be getting back in touch with you about those other pieces of information and how to request refunds and how we will be processing those. A lot of this will depend on the next 2 weeks, this week and next, and how our health department and how our communities are responding to the crisis and how effective our efforts are going to be. So we're kind of waiting for those results. We're also waiting for approval to start our food program. As you can imagine, there's a lot of paperwork being moved between agencies right now, and as soon as we hear back about our food program, we will be in touch with exactly how to get food service to our people as soon as possible. If you have special education questions, you can contact our coordinator, Roy Watts, via email, roy.watts@acaedu.net. If you have a 504 or an English language learner question, you can contact Courtney Boswell. That's COURTNEY .Boswell, BOSWELL, @acaedu.net. Both of them are ready to help you out and help you navigate the accommodations needed for your child. If you have any other questions, I hope that you'll take the opportunity to post your question below in this feed. We will not be answering questions live, but we will be taking those questions and creating answers and putting them back out. And then, of course, if you ever have any other questions, please contact your campus, or you can email me at csims@acaedu.net. We are so thankful to be partnering with you, especially in times of crisis. We are here for you, and we will be talking to you soon. Thank you so much for your time.